bringing metal to the masses. OnslaughtRadio.com.
I'm Natalie and this is Onslaught Radio, and this evening I'm backstage at the Agincourt in Camberley talking to Illuminatus. Hi guys, how you going? How's it going?
It's going well, thank you.
And you're doing a couple of UK dates, sort of here and there. What are you looking forward to the most?
What are we looking? Which show? I don't know really. We don't know what to expect. You just never know, you know. It depends on the promoter, depends on the venue, and if it's a weekend night and people turn up. But this place is really cool, actually. We're really impressed with the venue and the setup. It's been good. Good stage sound and stuff.
Big, and it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's how people will show up tonight and feel it.
As long as there's people there. We played a show in Denmark a couple of weeks ago, and it was tiny. It was like a little bit bigger than this room, you know. But there was like 100 people there or whatever. It was just awesome, you know. Just great.
It's great.
So as long as it's full, we don't care where we play.
And obviously you've got a couple of support bands supporting you this evening. Are you looking forward to performing with them tonight?
Definitely, yeah. It's always good to meet new bands and, you know, meet people from the local area, and definitely. There's four support bands tonight, actually. It's quite a big bill.
Kind of a festival.
Yeah, a mini festival. That's what. Yeah, it's a weekend festival, one-day festival.
I struggle, I have to be honest, to say the name of your latest album. So can someone say it for me?
Glasnost.
That's the one, Glasnost. So where did the name of the album come from?
It's kind of the word is kind of well known as a political term in the Soviet era, but we're using it in the actual true meaning of the word in Russian, which means to speak clearly, to speak transparently, to be honest, basically. So it's kind of a combination of a lot of meanings that kind of summarizes what the lyrics are about on the album and what the purpose of the album is. So it's
And how does the latest album compare to the previous two albums that you've done?
Well, everything is a little bit more, we can say, in a kind of modern way being done. The last one is, it's more like a root of what it was. I'm not in the first album, and probably it's better if he talks about it, but the difference is, there's a big difference. I think it's just a little bit more clear. This one more studied and a little bit more.
Yeah, for the first time we got the opportunity to go in a residential studio for 2 weeks and just record for like 15 hours a day. It made a massive difference to the performance. You know, we were focused. We got up in the morning, went to the studio, and we just played and played and played and played. Whereas the first and second were just recorded in parts, bits here and there. The first album took us over a year to record because we did it ourselves, you know, and it's just not a good way to make an album. So from that perspective, the new album is more focused, it's more, you know, it's tighter, it's heavier, but also the songwriting, since he joined the band, we've evolved the sound, you know, it's more modern, like he says, and it's just, you know, for us it's just a lot better, you know, but it's an evolution of a band rather than a revolution of the sound, you know.
Keep changing until you find your sound, and that's what we're doing, and we're nearly there. We know what we're doing.
And do you happen to have a favourite track from the album?
Collectively, which one? Yeah. No, I think it depends really. Like, I mean, one of the things about this album, which is the first time for us, is the first time we've made an album where we can, I think for the first time, all of us can sit and listen to it, even now, and still enjoy listening to it. It's music that we want to listen to, you know, so favorite track, it just depends on what mood we're in, but I think Murderocracy is probably the Murderocracy. That's John, by the way, over there, our guitar player.
Yeah, I love Clarity. I love how Clarity came out. It's a really slow song, so powerful.
Yeah,
it's great. It's just
kind of like a atmospheric kind of Mogwai style track, you know, like Pink Floyd, Mogwai, that kind of stuff, which is something we all love but we never did before. So it's come out really well.
Yeah.
And I understand there's a video being done for Murderocracy. How's that come about, and sort of where are you in the stages of that?
We're just finishing the edits now. We recorded it in Liverpool at the end of January, and we've just been, you know, making changes and stuff, and going through the final edits and then treatment, and hopefully be released in the next few weeks. Basically, that's what we're hoping for.
Awesome.
But there's no tight schedule with it really. There's no real, you know, rush. Basically, it'll be ready when it's ready.
And I understand you've done a couple of UK tours already with the likes of Breed 77 and My Ruin. Are you looking to do a UK tour anytime soon for yourselves?
Probably not a headline tour because I don't think we're ready for that. But we're waiting for the opportunity for. We've been very fortunate to be able to tour with bands like Ministry and Breed, and My Ruin, especially Breed 7 Center and My Ruin, who we're very very good friends with. After the tour and stuff. We're just waiting for another opportunity to come up, basically. But for a lot of these tours, you have to have an investment. You have to put some money in for the transport and for the advertising. So if you're an independent band like us, there's no point in throwing a few grand just so that you can be on a tour. You need to pick and choose and make sure you're on the right tour and you're playing in front of 2 or 3 or 500 people. Or if when we toured with Ministry, it was more like 2,000 or 3,000 people. But it's going to be the right people. There's no point in us touring with some death metal band where their fans are just going to go, what the fuck, they're not going to get it. So we're waiting for the right opportunity and see what comes up. We've got some plans already in place for September in Europe. A couple of tour, a couple of weeks over there. Nothing announced yet, but it'll come soon.
And you were in Denmark last year. Not last year. Last month. That was the one. How was it? Oh, okay, that's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. Last year as well. Yeah, Denmark was great. I mean, it's an awesome place, and especially where we played this little place called Café von Hatten in Randers, and it's run by volunteers. It's a non-profit place that exists because of the music, and you get there and people just give you 100% through the whole show. We played for an hour and 20 minutes, I think, and it just felt like 10 minutes. Energy from the crowd you get, it's just amazing. And I think we all agreed after the show it was the best show we ever played. And even though it was so, like I said, the venue was the size of this room here, maybe a little bigger. It was, but it was pretty small though. The stage was definitely half, not even half the size of this room. And we all just came off stage just buzzing, it was great. So definitely, Denmark's amazing. Love to go back.
And obviously, so you're breaking into Europe a bit more. Is there anywhere else that you'd really like to tour or really like to perform that you haven't yet?
Italy? No?
That's the point. People doesn't go to gigs in Italy unless you are Metallica or... Well, and...
Guns N' Roses? ZZ Top?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. That will see. Or Rhapsody. Well, Rhapsody, the worst Italian band in the world.
They're amazing.
Or Lacuna Coil, the worst Italian band in the world. Sorry.
I thought Lacuna Coil were the only Italian band in the world.
Well, they think.
Well, no. The serious answer is Europe is where we really want to go. Germany, Belgium, Holland. The reviews of our album over there have just been great. They really get it over there. And America would be great. We've been there before. It's cool, but it's a different universe, It's so difficult to break in over there, so we'll see what happens, basically.
And you touched upon how the album's been received elsewhere. How's it been received in the UK?
Really well, apart from Metal Hammer, who... I mean, they didn't trash it, but they weren't particularly... We were hoping for a really good response from Metal Hammer because we love the album so much. We were really excited that they would get behind it, and they didn't, basically. Dom Lawson, I think it is, that reviewed it. Gave us a 6 out of 10, which is okay. It's not a slap in the face, but we were hoping for a little more. But that's his opinion, fair enough. But apart from that, I think we've had no lower than 7, 8, 9, for every single review. We haven't had any negative reviews, so we're really happy with that.
Yeah, and I think particularly with Metal Hammer, getting 6 out of 10 is actually quite good. Yeah. They seem to be very, very critical of most albums.
I mean, we're not a. I mean, no disrespect to Metal Hammer. I don't read it because it's not my kind of thing. But we're not a defenders of the faith. We're not a power metal band. We're not Slayer. We're not a traditional metal band. We fuse grunge and punk and all kinds of stuff into our sound. So we don't really fit into their. But in the end, no disrespect to Dom or Metal Hammer, but it's the opinion of one guy who makes a living from writing about music. We make a living writing music, So we live different lives, and it doesn't affect me really. But it's a form of advertising, and it gets the name of the band out there. And the important thing is that we were next to, Devil Driver, and who got 9 out. Did you hear that? They got 9 out of 10. Devil Driver. What a fucking surprise!
It was his favorite album.
Yeah, whatever. No, but we got an equal shot, with all the other bands, and that's the important thing, And whatever.
That's it.
Awesome. So what else have you got in the pipeline for 2011 and hopefully in the future?
We're hoping for some festivals in the summer. There's nothing confirmed yet, but we're working at it. Huh?
If I don't die first.
If he doesn't die first, yeah. Now he's got a hand operation that he's doing quite urgently. His hand's all fucked up, so.
I've just had my foot done.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah, he had it done last year.
He
had it done last year,
and
but
then 21st of April I'm gonna have another one, and hopefully for June. Well, hopefully, no, for June I'm gonna be alright.
Yeah.
I will be alright.
But it's the kind of thing that his hand swells up after shows and stuff, so we have to be careful with that.
Yeah.
So,
But we're hoping for.
You have to do it. I'll do it.
Yeah. So we're hoping for some summer festivals. If something big comes through, which is what we're hoping for, then that will be the plan. And definitely September, October, November, we've got plans in the pipeline. And that will be our time really. I think that releasing an album in February and going on the road straight away is difficult. For a band like us, we don't have the access to to the money and the agents that you need to just say, okay, we're going to do a headline tour. We can't just do that,
Yeah. Well, that's great. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a great evening this evening and for the rest of the gigs.
Awesome. Thank you.